All right, it's recording. Hi, everybody. I am live on Facebook and live on Instagram. Hello, this is Coffee Talk. Come grab a cup of coffee and let's chat. Um, it's been a while since I've done one of these, and today logging in, Zoom doesn't allow me to go into my Coffee Talk group where I normally have these posted. It's just on my regular public profile. So, hello, everybody. Um, Coffee Talk is just this fun creation that I started during COVID, and I wanted to chat with some of my friends, and it turned out that um, we were having these amazing conversations that other people would have loved to be a part of. So we started doing them on these lives, and I've saved a whole bunch of them in playlists on my YouTube channel. So we talk about all kinds of things, all kinds of topics and tools to create more possibilities so you don't feel stuck with whatever's showing up. Because, you know, things can change. And why not talk about possibilities and tools, right? So, oh, this is in the wrong spot for me to be able to see comments on Facebook. So there. So let's see. I've been on vacation for a couple of weeks. I haven't had like a real vacation in years and years and years and years. So I've got a little bit of vacation brain. So I don't really have a specific topic for today, and obviously I don't have a guest for today. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to pop something in the chat and I'll do my best to read it and address it. A couple of things that I have noticed. At the very beginning of the month of May, there was a global foundation class in Access Consciousness, and it was held in Prague, I think. And there were thousands of people on this class. And when we do these Access Consciousness clearings with that many people, it really changes things in the world, whether you attended it or not. So if you might be feeling even more like intensely everything that you are feeling, perceiving, it seemed like everything has turned up. So just acknowledge like, wow, my awareness has really skyrocketed. And hello, thanks for saying hi. When you acknowledge what is going on and what is true, you stop being at the effect of it. And what I mean by that is like, let's say you're a sensitive person and you can feel other people's upset. Let's say you feel they're upset. And when we feel they're upset, we usually go into this kind of a reaction to try to change it, to try to make it better, to not exacerbate it. And so we do all kinds of things within our bodies, within our energetic being to try to help. It's just like this automatic thing. And then now that everything is so much greater, it's like it's so loud. And you think when you first perceive these things, you think it's yours. You think you're the one with the upset and you're like trying to fix it and change it. And hopefully, if you've listened to any of these playlists, you'll realize that you have a couple of really great questions that help you to get out of the tangle of it all. Like, is this even mine? Is this mine? Really? And it's so interesting when you ask that question, even if you don't believe it's true, you get this totally different awareness, and most of what you're aware of diminishes in intensity because you're acknowledging that you're aware of it and that it's actually not yours. Which country am I in? I'm in the United States currently. But I was in the Mediterranean for 2 weeks and it was amazing. And a side note, where I live here in Northern California is a very Mediterranean environment. It's, there's the water and the mountains and the air and the temperature. It's very Mediterranean. And I realize I love living here and I love the Mediterranean. Maybe I'll see if I can have some extended stay in like the south of France or something like that. That would be cool. Anyway, so your level of awareness grows all the time. And when you acknowledge that it's awareness and it's not necessarily just your stuff, it makes it so much easier to navigate. Because if you think something is yours and it's not, and you try to change it, it doesn't change because it's not actually yours. Yeah. So asking, is this mine? Is one of the best things that you can do when you have an upset or a worry or an ache or pain or just some weird thought. Maybe somebody's thinking of you and you think you're thinking of them and you're obsessing over them, but they could be obsessing over you. So getting clear on what's actually going on will give you a lightness and a sense of peace. When you've got that crunchy, churning, mental monkey mind stuff going on, that's not a sense of peace. So, like, what kinds of questions can you ask to allow you to have the space and the peace that is all the time? So I'm going to do a clearing, the access consciousness clearing statement. Everything this is bringing up, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. Oh, that changes a whole lot of energy. There's a whole lot of energy that I'm bringing up and I didn't even know it. How fun is that? If you have questions about the access consciousness clearing statement, you can go to the playlist that I have on the clearing statement. It's just a bunch of acronyms and it changes the energy of things. And since energy is the basis of everything, if you change the energy, you change the physical, you change what is showing up. So it's a really dynamic way to create change that doesn't take a lot of effort, but it works. How does it get better than that? Yum. So I'm enjoying my beverage, my coffee. Let's see, what other things would you like to chat about today? Well, I can share a little bit about my trip. And there were some very interesting things that showed up. Where do I begin? So have you always been different than other people and tried to fit in most of your life and then realized it wasn't working? So maybe stop trying so much. Well, this is what I had been doing, like everybody else, trying to fit in and eventually being like, you know what if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you being you is one of the greatest gifts? And it doesn't feel like anything, so you don't think you're doing anything different. But when you go to places where people don't know you or you go outside of your normal circle, people will be like, wow, who are you? What are you doing? Are you a movie star? I mean, I had people coming up to me on this trip asking like, are you a movie star? Have I seen you on the silver screen? And I'm like, well, maybe on YouTube. And other people, like I'd be going to the gym dressed in a t-shirt and yoga pants, and they're like, wow, you're so elegant. I'm like, what? I'm wearing workout clothes and a ponytail, you know? And they're like, but it's just you have this elegance. And it's interesting to see how other people perceive you that's different. So, where could you perceive you and how you be different in the world? And what would it take to be able to hear when other people are saying things to you? Because most of the time we go, oh, no, 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 blah, 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 blah. Brush it off, right? But what if you were to receive it? And what if it isn't right or wrong, good or bad? It's just an acknowledgement of what is. So everything that doesn't allow you to receive more of you and what is, more of that gift of you, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Am I going to come to India? Possibly. I'll tell you though, if I do travel to someplace far like that, I am for sure 100% going to get the first class lie down bed seats, because that is like, that's what my body enjoys. I do not like sitting up. I do not like premium economy. No, 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 no. First class. So, yeah, what would it take? Anyway, where was I? I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? Anyway, the subtle art of being you is something that evolves over years and years and years and years. And it's not anything that you can think about. And there's so many things that contribute to you being able and willing to be yourself. And it's kind of interesting that starting June 1st, there's this whole month of being you. So you'll have to check that out. There's going to be a bunch of facilitators doing lives on YouTube and Facebook. And then there's going to be some big events. There's going to be some bars trades that people can join in globally. June 3rd, I think that is. And Being You Day is June 22nd. So there's going to be something there with Dr. Dane, and a Being You class over that weekend. So lots of things that you can choose. But besides the Being You stuff, one of the things that has been a major contribution to my being me is the Talk to the Entities curriculum, which seems like, what? It seems left field, but there is something about that class and the energies that we get to play with and work out those muscles of perceiving, knowing, being, and receiving that you really can't get to in any other kind of class or just in normal life. And it has cracked open this well of joy that is bottomless, fathomless, I guess you say. So it's like you get happier and happier and happier and happier and happier and happier. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that I could actually be this happy. And that's not even the beginning yet. It's like, wow, it's super awesome. So I invite you all to check it out, especially the things that we resist the most, because that's where we have our greatest capacities, in the place where we resist. Probably why we chose the family that we chose, because we resist them. And it catapults us into our capacities. Oh, look, Jenny's on there. Hi, Jenny. Jenny is going to be hosting a Talk to the Entities intro class that I'm facilitating in a few days. So if you're on the East Coast, you can join live with her, or you can join from anywhere on your laptop or your phone. Entities and money. Yeah, the entity curriculum is just so different. It's so not what you think. And I started out really being interested in it and learning and taking all those classes, but never became a facilitator for years. I guess I resisted that for years. And then I had this epiphany of like, oh my God, why am I resisting facilitating this? This is like one of the greatest ways to crack open to your being. And it's so fun and it's so easy and it's so practical. So I invite you all to check it out. Don't be scared. Truly. Let's see, was I going to say anything else about my trip? Well, one thing that was super fun was waking up every day in a different place. And I'd open the curtains and look out, and it was like, wow, where am I going to be today? And having like, that's one of the joys of travel, is waking up and like creating your day totally different. But you can create that from home too, if you don't solidify everything in your life, if you actually leave it as this adventure and have all these possibilities. So sometimes it's easier to go on vacation or travel somewhere and tap back into that energy of wonder and joy of creation of your day. But it's not necessary. You can do that. You can tap into other trips that you've taken and bring that energy into your everyday, or you can just simply destroy and uncreate everything that you have decided is your life. And all the structures and all the to-do lists and everything, and just wake up and be like, who am I today? And what adventures can I have today? Like, truly. And then go about your day. How did I come into Access Consciousness? Well, 22 years ago, I went to my chiropractor because I had pain in my neck and shoulders, and I thought it was from using my pliers and tools because I'm a jeweler. And I went in and I sat on his table, and he said, "What's a pain in the neck?" And I said, well, my husband, the kids, the laundry, da 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 da. And he had just taken the Access Consciousness certified training. And so he said the clearing statement. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? And I said, okay. And he said the clearing, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. And instantly the neck pain went away. He hadn't even touched me or adjusted me or anything. And I was like, oh my God, what was that? What did you say? What was that? That was awesome. And so I started going to his clearing nights, and then I took the foundation class because back then they didn't have bars, they just had foundation. And I took everything because it was like, it just made everything so much easier. I had made life so hard, and it made everything so much easier. And it continues to make things easier, and it continues to be faster, and it continues to go to depths and spaces that it's like you've always wanted to have those conversations, but people don't talk about it. People stay way up on the surface. How are you? How's the weather? What did you do? Did you see this show? It's like, okay, how do you get down to the deep, 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 deep stuff that is like the truths and the miracles and the potencies and the possibilities in life? That's what I'm interested in. And so I continue to choose it. I've been a facilitator for 20 years. How does it get better? Yep, he just said the clearing statement and my pain went away. And the thing is, you can say the clearing statement and things cannot change if the person is not willing to let it go. But it was points of view that I had created and chosen, and I chose to let it go. So the pain went away and it never came back. So these are things like, it's all up to you and your choice. The choice is really the crux of all of this. The tools can make it easier for you to get to the space where you can choose, but you still have to choose, and nobody can make you. So choose what you like. Don't choose if you don't like, and create the life you'd like to have. And if you don't want to change, no problem. And if you do want to change, no problem. It's up to you. It's pretty cool. Like nobody wants to be told what to do. Nobody wants to be forced. You just choose and choose and choose again, choose again. And like all these doors start to open up and all these possibilities start to come. Until you come to a conclusion and stop it. So I've done that a lot. I'll probably continue to do that. Conclusions definitely stop the energy. So you just ask another question. Okay, what else is possible? It's kind of funny. Do you have the start, stop in your life? And rather than making it wrong, what if you could just enjoy it? You know what? I love stopping myself. I'm so good at it. And then when you're tired of it, you can choose again. You get going. It makes it so much easier if you enjoy whatever is showing up, because we are actually choosing it. We're choosing everything. Nothing happens to us. We're choosing it. So if we don't like it, we can choose something else. And it's really that simple. If you have questions or if you want to learn more about this and the power and potency that you are capable of, I invite you to check out these tools. And if you've done it before and things haven't changed, sometimes going to a different facilitator can give you a different perspective. So check out different facilitators, listen to different YouTube people, find someone that resonates with you and see what that opens up. I would love to meet you sometime on Zoom or in person or whatever, and reach out if you have questions. How does it get better? What do you want to choose? Oh, you took bars last month. That's awesome. Congratulations. Bars is amazing. Amazing. I did have quite a bit of jet lag, and then I had a bars trade the next day and it was gone. So bars is great for all kinds of things. Maintenance, getting out of your stress and anxiety, depression, insomnia, jet lag, all kinds of things. So check it out if you haven't yet. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on something else, something that's maybe not one directional. Come and choose a Zoom. I have a bunch of things coming up. So check out my website and I will talk to you soon. Bye.